Hello everyone. Learn English with me in 19 days. Today is the first day and I make you sure that you can also speak English in 19 days if you have a passion for English. But before that, you need to understand the difference between native language and second language. What is native language? You can call it mother tongue and home language also. So, native language is the first language of a child, typically the language spoken in his home during childhood, the language he is most comfortable and fluent in. So, in India, Hindi is our native language, and in US, English. Now, the next question is that why do you learn native language so easily? And the answer is because from the moment you are born, you are surrounded by your native language. And what happens, whatever we hear, and we used to speak constantly with people, those who are around us, we get constant exposure, which help us to pick up it very easily. And we learn the native language through a process of listening, imitating, and experimenting rather than through formal rules and memorizing. So, just to learn English, we need not to go to So, just to learn native language, we need not to go to school or there is no grammar to learn it. Basically, we are learning it through listening and through listening and just imitating and our society, communicating with our society because actually we are getting that the same atmosphere. So it's very easy for us to learn our native language. Actually, we are learning it through our society. Now, next is our second language. What is second language? So, second language is a language that a person learns after the first language. Because first language actually we are not learning, we are l- getting it through our environment. But when it comes to second language, then we have to acquire it. We need to learn it. Difference between native language and second language is just simple, that native language you are getting in your atmosphere and you're automatically learning it, but second language you're not getting through your environment, you have to acquire it through the process of practice. Now the question is that why it's so difficult to learn second language. The first reason is limited exposure. Actually, for native language we are getting much exposure, but when it comes to second language we are not getting that much exposure which we are getting in native language, because no one is there who is speaking in English at our home or in our society. Second point is social interaction. The same thing, we are just communicating in our society in our native language, in our real life situation. That's why we are so perfect in our native language, that is Hindi. But we are not getting the same environment, not real life situations, not anyone in our society with whom we can communicate in English. That's why we are not able to speak properly English, and that's why it's our second language. So, the most important point is environment. So, if you have a passion, what do you have to do? You have to create your own English speaking environment. Now, how can you create that English speaking environment? Start labeling all the objects in your surroundings. So, whatever object is coming in front of you, you have to start labeling it. Here, labeling means, for example, if there is a spoon in front of you, so rather than saying it chammach, you need to call it it's a spoon. This is a spoon. This is a fan. This is a tree, not paid. This is a flower, not fool. So what you are doing by saying these simple sentences, actually you are making it your habit because it's very important for you. Next point is that you have to start listening, watching English content. Means if you are watching a movie, then you have to watch English movie. If you're interested in music, then start listening English music. Here, what is the benefit of this? That you are preparing your mind for the second language. Actually, it's not about only speaking, you are speaking only, then you are going to learn. No, actually, you need to prepare your mind because your mind is in habit of native language, that is Hindi. Third point is that you have to start reading book. Actually, reading book is also very important because it enhances your vocab and you get small sentences, good phrases. Next is you have to be very patient. Yes, because it will take a lot of time to learn the second language. Then last one is that you need to celebrate your progress. Yes, acknowledge your achievement and don't get discouraged by the setbacks. So if you will practice this for a week, definitely you will notice a change in you. So for today's first class, this much homework is enough for you. See you in next class. Till then, bye bye. Do the homework which is given by me. Very important. Start labeling the objects around you, whatever is coming. Just start speaking in English.